forgotten about me. Our dance has yet to complete, and I'm still here.
Nope, I haven't forgotten about you. I was just waiting for the exact right moment. Our dance will be completed. So, I made a lot of mistakes in my initial playthrough. A lot of mistakes that I can't go along without rectifying, shall we say. I don't have a funny opening bit for this like in the first bonus video. I don't have a JoJo joke to make. I don't know, I guess the joke could be made that this is made in heaven, because I know I went into this knowing what I wanted to do and the path I wanted to take, etc., etc. But a lot of things are different. First and most noticeably, Grim never left. Wrong button. But we have all the Scarlet Fires. Also, just to prove to you that this is completely different, I don't have a White Fragment. I don't have King Soul. I don't have Void Heart. This is completely new. We're starting from the ground. We started from ground and worked our way up. And that's the thing. Grim's still in town. We've still yet to deal with him. We haven't banished him, but I'm not going to. Not this time. Another thing, an even more positive thing, Brett is still here. Safe and sound. Now the thing about it is, sure, I get it. Bretta wants to find that one bug that's right for her, and I fully support her quest for love. But when we found her, she was on the brink of infection. She would have died and become a husk if we hadn't saved her. Yeah. So she's probably best off somewhere safe. Also, a lot of the ghosts I dream nailed initially, I didn't dream nail. So they're still there. But yeah, she's much safer in town. I get it, she's probably not going to find her love here, but I'm certain she will find someone eventually. Just not us, not Zote, and not going off on her own, potentially to die. Unprepared. Defenseless. Because she is not set up for this world. Again, we found her almost on the brink of infection and becoming a husk when we found her first time. Which brings me to another matter. The matter of characters that you can save or let die in this game. I want to just point out, Mila isn't one of those characters. As sad as it is, I'm not about to go back. I'm not about to go back to her and wait a second. Sure, why not? Let's visit her. But yeah, there are several characters in this game that you can either save or let die. Their fate is in your hands, depending on what order you take events in, what you do regarding certain things. I guess the comparison could be made about Dark Souls, but again, I don't really want to be making Dark Souls jokes, etc. It's too easy nowadays to say, oh, this game is like Dark Souls, and too many people do it. Whoop. Wrong. Wrong! Yeah, she's still there. A husk. you can't save her. There is no way to. She becomes a husk as soon as you get the crystal heart. She gets infected when you get subjectively things that you maybe could avoid, but it would make the game immensely harder. But you need the crystal heart. It's not a matter of maybe, it's a matter of you need it. You need the crystal heart to get the monarch wings, and you need the monarch wings to get to Lurien. So, Mila is not one you can save. It is sad and unfortunate that poor sweet little Mila has to go out like this, but it's just the kind of game this is. But yeah, several different things regarding several different characters that, I keep forgetting about that, and it's always a jump scare. Several different characters that you can or can't, that you can save or can't save, or can let die, or can't let die. I don't know. I don't know how to properly phrase it. Characters whose fate rests in your hands, let's just say that. Also, this is interesting. I don't know why I didn't try that before. But yeah, you don't have to use the chain to get up there. Ah, she's still sleeping. But that does raise the question. Where's Zote? Where is Zote the Mighty? Where, oh where could Zote the Mighty be? If Bretta's still in town, safe and sound, sleeping in her bed, and she was never exposed to the toxicity of one Zote the Mighty, where is he now? Well, I'll show you. In fact, I'll show you where Zote the Mighty is. Wait a second, this is the wrong way. This is definitely the wrong way. I'll take the stag station. That's faster. But yes. For those of you who may not know, Zote the Mighty is one of those characters who you can let live or die. So where is Zote the Mighty now, you may ask? Yeah, I let him live. As much as I hate Zote, even I admit I may have been a bit harsh on him. He's toxic, he's terrible, but as one of my beautiful regular commenters put it, he's delusional. And hell, he probably thinks in his head that he actually is just that great, that he's just so delusional that he's deluded himself into these literal delusions of grandeur. He probably thinks that he just flat out is that great, and that you are just a burden in his obstacle. That you stole his glory of killing the Vengefly King, even though if you leave him there, he will die. He actually will die to the Vengefly King if you don't rescue him. You saved him from Deep Nest, which apparently he had that situation completely under control, but if you leave him in Deep Nest, he will be stuck there. He won't die in Deep Nest, he'll just be stuck there in that web. And then if you don't fight him in the Colosseum, then he'll just be stuck in this cage. And if you do fight him in the Colosseum, then oh, you humiliated him in front of everyone. So in his delusional state of mind, maybe hey, you are terrible to him, but he's toxic, and he doesn't realize it. I go by the rule of, yes, someone can be delusional. Someone can be toxic, and not realize it. And it doesn't make, and I don't know. I don't know how to phrase this well. It's really a matter of, I won't forgive Zote because it comes down to self-awareness. He needs to take a moment to look at himself and ask, is this really the path that I'm going in life? He needs to... You can't help someone that doesn't want help. That's the best way I can put it. Or doesn't think they need help. Like Zote. He thinks he's perfectly fine in here. And yeah, I think he belongs here. In this Coliseum of fools. Because he's a fool. And he needs to look at himself, he needs to take a good long look at himself and say, hey, I suck. Do I want to suck? Something like that. But yeah. I'm not gonna let him die. It's not in me. I'm just gonna keep him in this cage. He can have all the glory he wants in this Coliseum. Whatever. He's probably not gonna get it, but gosh darn if he isn't adamant about trying. Also, I remember him saying something about hate your father or something, disown your father, leave the nest quickly, fathers only want for you what they think that you need or something, but something like that. It was one of his stupid precepts. But that brings up a funny question. Is Zote a vessel? And if so, is he the biggest failure of a vessel? Let's see. Let's think about what makes a vessel. No mind to think. Oh, he thinks all right. He thinks so bigly of himself. He's the most thinking dude out there. He's the most thinking dude, my dude. I don't know. No will to break. Oh, let's just hear all the stories of the indomitable will of Zote the Mighty, and no voice to cry suffering. Need I say the 57 precepts of Zote, or whatever it was, the 72 precepts of Zote, however many he had. He thinks big of himself. He asserts his will on everyone else, and he talks too much. If he is indeed a vessel, he is the worst vessel. He's the biggest failure. Jeez, I don't know what happened there with my voice. He is the biggest failure of a vessel. But admittedly, I think I may have gone a bit too hard on him. Yes, I don't like him. I don't like people who talk so big about themselves, that think they're the hottest shit under the sun, that want everyone to believe, hey, look at me, I'm so goddamn great, and they just use other people to jump off of and say, hey, fuck that guy, am I right, because I'm so great. And they don't care about the toxicity that they're spreading, and they spread lies, rumors, they just do everything that they can to make themselves look big, and fuck the consequences. I don't like people like that. But I don't think Zote deserves to die. Personally. I just really hate him. And yeah, I may have said a lot of mean things regarding Zote the Mighty. I just don't like him. So he can stay here in this cage, think about what he would do if the timeline were just a bit different, and we'll move on. We'll move on without him spreading his toxicity anymore, giving him a perfect amount of time to think. And yes, I did the Trial of Fools again. Took me like 3 turns. Took me like 3 or 4 times this time. I'm not joking about that. It was. Wait a second. I don't want to go this way. But yeah. Trial of Fool. Took me like 3 or 4 times. Once you understand how to do it, it's just putting it into execution. Now sit down. Wait a second, I do want to go that way. What am I doing? Hi, Zote. Now think about what you want to do with your life. But yeah, he was saying in his precepts about don't hate your father. Your father is only there to assert his will on you. He only wants what he wants, and disown your father. But that makes me think, what if he's talking about the Pale King? Ah! Still hate those things. Oh, by the way, I will get to Godmaster soon. I just wanted... There's a lot I still need to cover. Wait a second. This might be the wrong way. Or it might not be. I know this game like the back of my hand now, and I still get lost in the goddamn Kingdom's Edge. Yeah, glad I didn't fall any farther. I just want to say, before I explore any more here, I found Tiso. It's always primal aspects. Get away. Get away from him. Yeah. Tiso died. It's pretty sad, but I never really thought much of the guy. I thought he was a braggart. Not as big as Zote, but I don't know. I don't think he deserves this. Ah, rest in peace, man. All you just wanted you just wanted glory. You didn't really deserve this. This isn't what you deserved. Honestly, I would have liked to fight him. He talked big about that shield of his and its deadly surprise. Like, okay. Now to think. Talked about Bretta, talked about Mila, talked about Zote. Let's check that little script we have. And it's not an actual script, by the way. It's just a bunch of... Oh, right. It's just a bunch of notes of stuff that I want to make sure that I cover and talk about during this this bonus episode. So, in regards to characters that you can or can't. Jeez. In regards to characters whose fates are in your hands, there are several instances. There are several characters in this game who, through your actions, will either live or die. Wait, one minute. Oh, right, I remember. I forgot to do something. Hi. Oh, before I get into that, I found the guys in the hot springs at the Forgotten Crossroads again. They were just talking about the Colosseum and like, hey, this guy's probably gonna get crushed if he joins, if he goes and fights. So I mean, screw him. He looks scrawny and weak. But I beat the Trial of the Fool twice now, so. Speaking of which, I did the Delicate Flower quest as well. That's why I have full health, and why the Elder Bug had a flower. It took me 2 tries this time. I'm not lying. I'm not trying to be like, oh, it took me 2 tries. It genuinely did. It caught me off guard when I did it that quickly, and it's just like, holy crap. I guess it's just a matter of once you know once you know things, once you know how to deal with certain obstacles in this game, that never leaves you, and you're able to execute them with ease. There she is! There's Bretta! Safe and sound. Yeah, Bretta, I'm sorry. Your love life is going to have obstacles, but you deserve someone nice. You don't deserve Zote because he's toxic and will fill your mind with just horrible advice, and you don't deserve me because, well, I'm destined to either die or get sealed away or something. My fate is elsewhere, but you deserve someone nice. You're great, Bretta. Oh, where was I? Oh yeah, I need to do this. Hello, Gravekeeper. I always like having the dream door here. It's an easy access back to Dirtmouth. But yeah, characters. I say but yeah way too much. Characters that can live or die regarding the actions you take in the game. One of those characters, there are plenty of characters in this game that I could. There's several characters in this game I could talk about because there's several characters in this game whose lives are in your hands. Wait, where am I going? Ah, yes. I probably should have taken the stag station, but I don't know. I wanna walk. Just explore this place. Well, not explore, but take a walk around. Have fun. Of the characters whose fates are in your hands, one of those is Cloth. Cloth does not need to die. The way to avoid Cloth dying is by not saving her in the ancient basin. I know that sounds like what Blight? How can not saving a character result in them not dying? Well, they stay hidden until you find them. If you don't come save Cloth, she will stay hidden from the Moleks and not come out until you come around and deal with them. And if you beat the Traitor Lord before you rescue her from the Moleks, she'll not go fight the Traitor Lord and she'll survive. I don't know what happens after that. I think she leaves or something. But the thing is, this may sound not okay. I don't know. Draw your own conclusions. Whenever you're playing this game, it's up to you to decide who should live and who should die. Cloth shouldn't die, but ow. She doesn't deserve it. But that's why she came. Come on, we've done this a million times. That's why she came to Hollow Nest. Someone dear to her by the name of Nola had ended up dying somehow. I don't know if it's explained or whatever, but they had ended up dying and she was pretty devastated about it. So she took up a promise to die an honorable death. That's what she wanted. To die a glorious honorable death in battle and rejoin Nola. Join Nola in the afterlife. So, with a heavy heart, I decided I was going to let Cloth have her honorable death. She'll be that way she can be happy. So, why am I at Shio's place, talking about characters whose lives are in your hands? While Cloth is a character that I think you should allow to have an honorable death, in my opinion, because hell, she wants to be with someone that's already gone. So I don't know. People have their different interpretations of stuff like this, but I think she deserves it. I think she deserves to be with her Nola. There's a character that you shouldn't let die, and it's completely in your hands whether you strike them down or you don't. And I was told that if you let them live, they will be here. What? Oh my god! Oh my god, this is adorable! What is this? Is he your muse? Shio, what's going on? Oh, yeah, I can't really remember Shio's voice. Oh, look who's joined us. We have quite a merry crowd now, don't we? This fellow came wandering into my hut, quite distraught and on his own quest for a new calling in life. We talked and found a common love of creating and building and honing a craft. So now we make art together. It's good to have company. I hadn't realized how lonely I was. It's like being with my brothers again. Stay with us if you like. Wait, did I not get this dialogue previously in the main game? Well, we're still in the main game. This is bonus after game material. That charm! Only the great Nail Sage could have given that to you. Seeing how strong you become, it almost makes me... Oh, I definitely read this. I definitely read this before. Hey! Nailsmith! What's going on here? You being painted like one of your French bugs?
Ranjo Stenja.
Ranjo Stenja. It's been a while since I voiced you.
Oh, hello, traveler. How strange that we should meet again in a world as vast as this. I must thank you for not killing me when I asked you to. I was irritated at first, but I had some time to think up there, and I soon saw the wisdom in your decision. The world is made of more than metal and weapons. I set out exploring and soon found my way here. Shio is a master of many arts and has promised to teach me what he can. I think I'll be quite happy here.
Ranjo Stenja.
I just got an achievement called Happy Couple. Are they... No! 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 That's too cute! Okay, I'm probably taking something that's... I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I'll just keep reading. Happy couple? Are you kidding me? That's so cute!
I'm afraid I can't speak at length. If I move too much, Shio's masterwork will be ruined, and I'd hate to see him upset. Though he may seem imposing, in truth he's a delicate sort.
Junsha.
In all the darkness of Hollow Nest, who'd have thought I'd meet such an inspiring soul?
Junsha.
Okay. I'm sorry for killing you in a past timeline.
What?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I apologize to everyone who was upset about me killing the Nailsmith in my previous outing through this game. Oh! Ah! Oh my god! Look at him! Look at him!
Sto staccando.
You've already said this! You've already said this, Shio!
Sto staccando.
Building these models takes patience and a light touch. It's worth it, though. Seeing the grand old knights of Hollowness come to life before our eyes. Mighty Hegemol was always my favorite. What a towering figure he was, though surprisingly soft-spoken for one so large. They were all impressive in their own right, of course. Fierce Drea, kindly Yzma, mysterious Zamir, and the other one.
Sto staccando.
Okay, we're getting more about the knights. Sweet. Okay. Hegemol. Hegemol is one of the like of course we're talking about the 5 great knights of Hollownest. Hegemol, we haven't seen him, but we've seen his armor. The armor that was stolen by the false knights. That was Hegemol's armor. We don't know if the maggot killed him in his sleep or he just got lost or something. Who knows? But all we've seen of him is his armor. Of course we've covered Drea, Yzma. We have Yzma's tear, and just comes to this crazy realization that she was a knight, and she was talking about Ogrim, like going through the game again. It's just like Dreamnail's Yzma's corpse. She's saying something about Ogrim. There's no time. I think it was something, I don't know, maybe something about the acid that was filling Yzma's grove. I don't know. Maybe there's some deep lore that expounds on that, or maybe I just need to find Ogrim again, and he'll fill me in. Zamir, the Grey Mourner herself, was one of the knights. God, this game's lore is deep and interesting. I love it. So how's it going, buddy?
Ranjo Stenja.
We're building a full suit of the kingdom's knights. In their time, I barely ever paid them attention, but Shio keenly remembers each. It's so refreshing, unlike the crude practice of nail work. I just love all the intricate details.
Junsha.
This is fabulous. I'd never have believed my own claws capable of such deft? I'd never believed my claws capable of such deft construction.
Junsha.
Oh please keep cycling through new stuff. Oh please, I need more.
Ranjo Stenja.
No, do something new. Do like sculpting. I don't know. Okay, painting. Come on, please. I want to see you guys do something. Let's do something else. Make some more art. Do something. I want to see you painting. I want to see you being a model. I love you two. I love you two. Again, I'm so sorry I killed him in my first playthrough. I'm so sorry. This is so much better. I wish, okay, real talk. Real talk about my decision in killing the nailsmith originally. Firstly, I thought it's what he wanted. He was aging and stuff, and his time in the world had come to an end. He wanted to go out in glory, etc. He'd fulfilled his life's purpose, etc. But I thought, for some reason, in this magnificent game, where every character has some kind of closure, that I thought that if I just left him to stand there, I thought he'd just stay standing there. Like you either kill him or he'll just stay standing there waiting for you to kill him. I don't know why. I should have given the game more credit than just, oh hey, he'll just stay there if you don't kill him. I should have expected something more. But what's happening right now? This is amazing and beautiful, and I love this.
Goaname, Churo.
Well, I think
Ranjo Stenja.
I think his cycles are a bit skewed, but yeah, just the fact that I should have seen it coming, something like this. I should have thought about it. Okay, I'm gonna go out and come back in one more time, see if anything changes. You're driving me crazy. Okay, yeah. So yeah. That's what happens. And again, I'm so sorry I originally killed him. I feel that is probably my greatest mistake in my original playthrough. Also, if we're going to believe that really any bug with a white mask and a black body and some kind of cloak is a vessel, then that means the elder bug must be a vessel too. Vessels are strange creatures. They can be so empty, like our little empty boy, or they can have such personality and love for one another, etc. Just be happy, mindful, intellectual creatures. Okay. What else should I do before I get to... Oh yeah. I managed to dream nail the hunter in this. Wrong! Got the hunter's mark again, and I managed to dream nail the hunter again. I managed to dream nail him. And, gosh, I can't remember exactly what he said. Let me just find that image. Because I screenshotted a couple instances that I needed to... I should have... You know what I didn't do, though? I didn't screenshot Un. I stayed behind while receiving, the shape of Un, and, I stayed behind while receiving the shape of Un, and, yeah, they show up. Also, I think Un might be a female, because if you dream nail the Moss Knights at the Lake of Un, his dream dialogue is something along the lines of "she's waiting," she's nearby, or something like that, and it makes me think, is Un female? That's amazing. But less? I meant yes. Let us see. It's time to voice the hunter one last time.
It is stronger even than me. Does it know that? Will it return to hunt me? I hope it tries.
Gonna miss voicing him. So much fun. Alright, So I have a few more things I want to do. I do not need that. I do not need that. What I need, some specific charms equipped. What did I need? Oh yeah, it was this one. And this one. I need to cover something in a bit. But I have too many charms equipped. I can't equip it, can I? Well, I never tried equipping a charm when I have too few notches. I never got overcharmed before. While you're overcharmed, you take double damage from every source from every damage source. Okay. Where did I want to go? Queen's Garden. Alright, so back in Deep Nest. This guy's pretty interesting. But I should probably think about, in the lore-wise, what he's saying.
Is it mask or face upon the creature? In hollowness, a difficult thing it can be to decipher. A wonderful thing to have, a face. Not a thing with which we are all blessed. For this kingdom's faceless, I shall provide.
Is he a vessel? I mean, he's got a white mask and he's got black arms.
A mask, a face. Does it need one? Does it not? To define, to focus, to exist?
And in his mind,
does it know the face that hides beneath? Such remarkable contrast the worm conceived.
but what would happen if you knocked his mask off? My gosh, buddy, your face is terrifying. Ah!
Has it witnessed that truth most tragic, the worm's great shame sealed away?
He's a failed vessel!
Now this kingdom's stasis becomes the worm's legacy. I see another takes the mantle of king. I see another takes mantle of king, then grim responsibility that shall bestow. No bug has ever laid claim to this hole. Even the beasts knew their limits and bound their realms at the.
I need to learn to read.
Even the beasts knew their limits and bound their realm at the nest's edge. And at nest's edge, it is the ancient caste that made attempt at such vast rule. Hallownest's ruin reflects well those fair attempts. Hallownest's ruin reflects well those fair attempts. Hallownest's ruin reflects well those fair attempts. It sees the face beneath, or could it be just another mask? Truth in Hallownest is always buried deep.
You're telling me, buddy.
How many layers will it pry through?
All the layers that I need to figure out this insane story.
To change a face to conceal it within another. A powerful protection, that is, but one with sad consequence. The original mind is destroyed, though those of striking will may still retain a sliver of that concealed self. Faces I grant to all who'd request, not task for eye, but aid, gift to a world deserving.
So, is he talking about us, or is he talking about himself? Yep. That's his face. And it's so interesting what he was saying. Wait a sec, was he talking? If I'm reading it right, he's talking about himself. Like he is a failed vessel. He is a failed vessel that was then tasked to create masks for the bugs of Hollow Nest. God! I don't, Ah! Ah! I don't know. He is so interesting. He is so much more interesting than I originally gave him credit for. Oh my god. Wait a second, where were we going? Yes. I was informed that there's a character that I need to look for, and that I need to be wearing a specific charm to talk to them. Well, whatever this is. Worms. Eh.
Worms pull bugs into their thrall till ages pass and kingdoms fall. Caps and shells may fall to dust, but Mr. Mushroom readjusts.
What the?
Poison mushroom! Poison mushroom!
Okay. Horrifying.
I don't like it! It's nice that you were able to help your friend, so you're not hungry? So you're not hungry anymore? Yes, it was quite the appetite. Yes, that was quite the appetite. I was impressed. Still, we all move on sooner or later. To greater things, perhaps. So much can be achieved in just a short time. Oh, excuse me.
Okay. Whatever that was. Most of the information on where I should go and what I should do and who I should talk to with what has been given mainly through secondhand vague clues and references to, hey, here's some places that you should try visiting with this and do that. You know. Mother, little sisters, grow, mother, mother, okay, neat. Oh, I found it! What is this? A king's idol. Awesome. I mean, I don't need the money, but neat. Whoa, dude! Oh, look at this. Probably shouldn't be heading in here, but... Whoa. Oh, look at that in the background. Zamir, Drea. And on the right, on the far right, Hegemol. Mids in the middle. So I assume Yzma. No, not in the middle, but between the middle and Hegemol. I assume that's Yzma. But who's in the middle? Let's think about who the 5 Great Knights were. Was the Hollow Knight one of them? Or is that the King? That might be the King. White Defender! Probably shouldn't be in this fight right now. I don't have my favorite setup. Well, I don't have my preferred setup, is what I mean. Oh jeez, that was awesome. Whoa! Rematch of the century. I don't know how that missed me. You crazy dodgeball. Oh man, I actually managed to beat him. Memory. Oh, I get it. Oh, that's sad. Oh, that's sad. The middle one was the king because he was the 5th knight. What? Oh. My friends, I will protect our dear kingdom. Have faith in me. We will all meet again, I promise it. Oh, dude! Oh, can I rematch him? I guess I can fight him multiple times. I knew that I was informed about a hidden room, but I had no clue that this was waiting for me. Oh my god. I didn't know that he had a rematch for me. Did he just tell me to bug off? Oh man, but I found him. Finally. Resting well. Dreaming of better times. I'm sorry, buddy. That's sad. That's legitimately sad. I did not expect to get sadded right now. But that was a fun rematch. So I'm surprised we found that. Like I was just checking all over the place. Someone had informed me that there was a secret room. Somewhere there. But not where or not what was in it. But that was amazing. I'm so glad I found that. But we have more yet to do. We must get to those things. You want to know something crazy I realized? We missed a charm notch in our previous file. No. Check it out. In our previous file we only had 10 and I thought that was all. I thought it would round out at an even 10, but no. There are 11 charm notches in the game. You're supposed to have, by the end of the game, if you've collected all the stuff, 11 charm notches. Okay, that's pretty wet. Oh my gosh! New journal entry! Oh my gosh! Yes! Yes! Figure from a fondly remembered past. Reacts gallantly to defeat by becoming stronger. Oh no, he's one of those. He's one of those bosses. But it's good for you to get stronger with each defeat, bro. It's good for you to say, hey, I'm down, but I'm not out. The champions call the knotted grove, the battle of the black worm. I remember it all. I will carry those glories with me always until we meet again. Oh, buddy. Let's think about this. He's still alive. He may be the only one still alive. Drea died defending the White King. Hegemol, we don't know what happened to Hegemol. He could have been killed in his sleep by the grub for all we know. Yzma died probably defending Ogrim, and Zamir, she resigned herself to a Final Fantasy style fade away death after she was able to have someone deliver a flower to her lover's grave. So also no clue what happened to the pale worm. He just vanished along with his castle. I don't know if he's dead or not. He just kind of vanished. He left. Who knows? Probably some deep lore diver or something. Or maybe it's supposed to be left ambiguous. I don't know. But yeah. I'm glad that he's continuing to keep his post and just really put his heart into it until he can meet his friends again one day. I feel so bad for the mean things I said about him when I first met him. I feel so bad for that because he's such a cool guy. He's so nice. He just needs a bath. That's all he needs. It's a bath. Apparently I'm supposed to keep talking to Poison Mushroom here to be able to see something amazing, apparently. Alright, what do you have to tell me?
Shouldn't trust the eye they gave you. Rely on your own instincts. If you've got a keen nose, use it. And while you're hunting for secrets, be aware of those who are hunting you. Oh, excuse me.
Does anything he say have any story significance? And I swear I've given him like 5 voices now. While we're in Deep Nest, I may as well go talk to someone that I had initially forgotten about, and that is my fault. But hey, we're gonna get some more lore stuff. Gonna go talk to someone who is a friend apparently. Like I've said, she's a friend. She's a hungry, bitey friend. I should do this. Ease of access. What the? Oh, that's never happened before. Interesting, though. What, can I not place it in here? You good? You gonna stay there? Good. I'd be kind of pissed if I couldn't place it in a Deep Nest, because then I'd have to go back to Dirtmouth, ride the stag station again, then go through it. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. So midwife, right? I haven't talked to her in this file, so of course she knows you're dream nailing her. So I'm gonna go through all of her dialogue and really just understand what she's telling me. Oh, please, don't be shy. There are some nasties about here, all right. Not me. I'm a friend to all and happy to serve a traveler so bold as you. Is it information you seek? That I can provide, yes. Oh, yes. Tee. That village above here, home to a sad creature. Hers is a tale of tragic exchange. Cost her and her people greatly, though I suspect she bore no regret in making it. Yes, I know, you're intrigued. You want to know the tale. Well, I'm sorry. I'd love to tell it, but I'm very, very sorry. I haven't eaten in some time. And oh, I'm starving. No thanks, Munchy Girl. This boy's not on the menu. I'll see you soon.
Art person home?
My good friend, you wear that bright mask of relationship. Then you've met her, perhaps? Her who'd... Oh, the mark. You wear that bright mark of relationship. Then you've met her, perhaps. Her who'd guard the mark, the gendered child. A sprightly thing, isn't she? Pale gift to the nest and the beast, and fair trade for sacrifice made. Long she's been distant, it'd do our spirits well were she to grace us. It would do our spirits well were she to grace us a visit home. Hee. Oh, I'm sorry. Old memories cause my mind to wander on such silly diversions, especially when I'm oh so famished. You need to chill. But yeah, there's some more good information for you, some more lore, and we're definitely not done exploring that. She's got plenty to say, I'm certain of it.
Limarma, Ifilin?
Ah, it's returns. I do apologize about before. No matter. My appetite oft gets the best of me. For now, at least, I'm content. Would you hear about myself? There's not so much to say. I'm a servant to the nest, though few in recent times would seek my service. Our brood has lost that pestilence of the mind, a sad fall for the most intelligent species. But I've eaten, yes, and full. Then again, another little morsel would make me oh so happy. The perfect end to a meal. Munch if you can. Bet you can't. Bet you can't reach. I shouldn't be toying with her like that. That's not fair. My dear, aren't you so kind, checking again on my well-being? I'm ever the caring host. I can't understand why more don't visit in your manner. No, you won't mind while I just take a bite? Just a leg, perhaps? A full belly is the best path to happiness. Ah! You actually got me this time. I commend you. But I was standing too close. Now we put on Weaver Song. Now that we've exhausted our dialogue. Oh, also, these guys. I talked to them in this file. I dream nailed them. They don't have anything if you dream nail them, and they all have the same voice. So, I have the feeling that these guys were all puppeteered by Hera, which I will get into shortly. Because we have seen that the Dreamers did have influence in the waking world, at least a bit. I think it wouldn't be too much of a stretch to say that perhaps Hera was puppeteering those guys while she was sleeping, just to trap any would-be vessels that would try to get at her.
Oh, been prying about the weaver's home, have you, my dear? Quite brazen to pilfer that special charm. Amazing things the weavers once crafted in their looms. Stories, shields, spells. So much of our history was spun upon their spools. Your little friends there are testaments to their talents. Oh, I do apologize. I've just felt a rumbling down below in my belly. Just wait right there a moment. Don't you move now.
Yeah. Ah, damn it. I gotta come back. Apparently she has more Dreamnail dialogue if you're wearing Weaver song. I need to not rile her before I Dreamnail her.
Just because you're suddenly rich with threaded friends, don't think you're welcome in my mind. Out! Out! Out!
Alright, that's all she had to say. Okay, so what we can glean from everything that has been said up to now about Hera, Hornets, the Weavers, the Nest, the things that were said in the mind of if you Dreamnailed the dead Weavers, everything from up to now, we can glean who Hornet is. So, the Dreamers, right? I was kind of wrong in one of the things that I was saying. It's not the matter that all of the Dreamers were thinking, hey, this whole thing is falling apart, and we just need to say, hey, let's stop this and like let someone else let one of the vessels come along and usurp the Hollow Knight and fix things here. Actually, instead, it was only Monomon, the teacher. She was the only one that seemed to realize that things were going foobar. Get away from me! I'm trying to tell a story. But yeah, she seemed to be the only one that realized that things were going foobar. And so she had Coral be like, "Hey, come help me take these seals off. We need to help this new vessel that's coming along to usurp the old one, because he's not dealing well." She seemed to be the only one that was for that. Lurien, he apparently loved the king and would do anything to help him and keep prosperity in Hollownest and stuff. So he probably wasn't too keen on the thought, hey, let's unseal the vessel. They seem to think that anyone other than Monomon seemed to think that, hey, it's working well enough. Let's just keep the seals on and everything will be okay. Like that's the thing about all the times encountering the Dreamers. What they're saying is jumbled. You can't really tell who's saying what at any given moment. But knowing more about their characters, you can probably make a case for who's saying what at any moment. Monomon was the one that knew that things were going south quickly. Lurien wanted to keep the seals on, and so did Hera. Even so much so that it seems like Hera was actively trying to keep you from releasing her seal. Again, you could make the argument that they had at least some influence in the waking world, to an extent that she could have been puppeteering some fake bugs to be like, hey, welcome, come sit down, make yourself at home, stay warm, so I can wrap you up and keep you wrapped up and and in place so that you don't get these seals removed like you're trying to do, because that's a bad idea. The seals must remain. While Monomon and Lurian were doing it out of, well, the love for the Hollow Nest, the love for Hollow Nest and preservation of their kingdom, Hera did it for a different reason. And the Pale Mom, the White Lady, she had even talked about this before. The gender child, Hornet. She much resembles her mother. The Pale Worm's dalliance as bargained did not bother her, and that she quite liked the creature birthed from it. And she was talking about the pale child. She was talking about the gendered child. She was talking about Hornet. But then that leads to two characters saying two very distinct things. Midwife talking about how Hornet is the daughter of the Deep Nest, and that Hornet is the daughter of the Pale King. I actually had to look up what dalliance meant, because that wasn't one in my lexicon. Dalliance refers to a casual sexual relationship of sorts. I'm probably not giving the full definition, but that's basically what it was. The bargain was that Hera would become the third dreamer if the Pale King would have a child with her, and that child was Hornet. So Hornet is the daughter of both the nest and of both the spiders and the worm, the spider and worm, etc. She's the princess of Hollow Nest and all of that. But now we need to talk to Poison Mushroom here again.
The dead can't make use of wealth in any case. What would they spend it on? Yes, a big brood like that. They need food, and shelter, and toys. If you keep some for yourself, well, I think you deserve it. Yes. Oh, excuse me.
What the hell are you on about? This game has befuddled me before, but I'm coming to an understanding about its intricate plot and story and characters, and you're just befuddling me. Good God. But yeah. Hera was the bargain. The bargain was that Hera, you fucking Pale Worm here, the White King of Hollow Nest. Fucking come be my third dreamer. We need the most powerful minds in all of the world. We got Monomon the teacher, she's cool. We got Lurian the Watcher, he's cool. Then we would really appreciate your contribution to the preservation of Hollow Nest. You should basically alright, I'll do it. But you gotta fuck me first. In the simplest terms. What Hera wanted was, well, a child. A child born of the Pale King. She wanted a child of honored caste to be able to hold that position. So she wanted her child to be powerful and noble and important. Is what she wanted. And we got Hornet from that. So I'd say good things. Also, we got her, Hera being a dreamer and sealing the Hollow Knight away in the Black Egg Temple. Keep Hollow Nest safe for a little while, but then, he started falling apart. And then everything in the game happened. What the? Don't you go bothering Master Mato. Don't need you disturbing his silence. Look at him over there, so stoic. You have anything good to say?
What was called a hero in its moment may be called something very different after time has passed. The crimes and triumphs of our predecessors echo all around us, don't they? The chains of fate that bind us all together, do you really want to break them?
Finally, you say something in line with this game's themes. That brings up a good question. Is the Hollow Knight a hero? Is he the hero of Hollow Nest? Yes, actually. I mean, he did what he could, honestly. And I'll talk more about the Hollow Knight later down the line. We still have a lot to cover. I'm honestly continuously impressed by how much this game still has to offer after like 60 hours. Well, the 60 hours that I played through the first time, etc., you know. Well, over 60 hours, you know. Easily.
Well, if things are getting too dangerous down there, maybe it's time to take a break. Come back up and spend some time hunting, or gathering, or wandering aimlessly. No, not too much longer now. Oh, excuse me.
Alright, dude, whatever. This isn't where I need to be, but there's something interesting in here. We got the Monarch wings, but we never went back to see Willow. She's adorable and I love her so much. But we never got to see this. Look at her! Look at her! Look at her! Oh my gosh, she's the cutest thing! Even while she's eating her shrums, she's still thinking about eating us. What we got here? Helena Seal, don't need the money anymore. Well, of course you're not. I mean, look at her eating. She's not interested in you. Look at her, she's so cute, I love her so much. But yeah. Just a little glimpse up where she's eating. She's cuter every time I come back. Just that slow turn is so weird and unnerving.
I haven't seen her, no, but I'm sure you'll remember where you left her eventually. Trust the moon, or yourself, or trust her. You need to trust something, that's my point. No, not him. No, absolutely not. Oh, excuse me.
Okay, that actually leads to some speculation. Was he talking about the Pale King? Pale Worm? Pale Dad? Should we not trust him? I mean, he kind of bounced once he realized that this whole place was going to shit. But I don't know. Was he completely irresponsible? Maybe.
It's not by tools that you've triumphed. It's through your smarts, your speed, your determination. Oh, I see. You've been following me around then. I hope my travels haven't confused your own, distracted you.
Nah, I was really just intending to look for you. Because apparently something amazing happens if I did. That's what I've been told anyway. I'm going on the word of several different people, several different accounts, just giving me vague clues on hey, go here, do that, do this, do that. There are things you need to see. There are things you need to do. And I'm just like, I know this game is full and rich.
Then again, a meandered journey still has meaning. It is, after all, from a journey we find our purpose, though a stop is more than just a stop. And my if those stops can't be lovely things, wouldn't you say? Transcendent plateaus, distant sandy lands, vast ancient kingdoms. Yours was not the first, nor will it be the last, but it's a unique and special thing nonetheless. Now, with my duties here finished, it's time I made graceful departure. Till next time, my friends, 'tis a long road we tread, but a joyous one. Until our paths cross again.
What? Where did you learn to fly? What? My mind has gone to mush. Mushroom, that is. I should be tarred and feathered for that. Yes, I know the grim fight was how we prefaced this video, and there's still things I want to do before I fight Grim. Yeah, I've been told that that Grim has a second boss fight, and I've heard that A, it's insane, and B, that it's fun. I don't know what to expect with second stage Grim fight. But yeah, I know that he's in the thumbnail, and we prefaced the video with it, but there's still some things I want to cover before we go fight him. The main event will be there, so to speak. But there's one more thing I want to do before I fight Grim. There's someone we need to have a discussion with. We don't have Voidheart. We don't have King's Soul. But Aniki is ready to fight. Hollow Aniki awaits us. And let's see what happens if we do that. Without King's Soul. Without Voidheart. I'm certain we'll just get more information on the lore and stuff, which is a great thing. That spooked the crap out of me. Here we go with the frame stuttering again. Hello, Aniki. It's just you and me. No Hornets, no Radiants, just us. And if you want to know what that noise was, I think there's cans in a box over there settling. Alright. Glorious battle we shall ensue. In the time before Hollow Nest, there were the moths, created by their goddess the Radiance, and the greenkin, created by their goddess Un. Off in the dark depths of the world, the spiders as well, with their queen, a beast named Hera, and deep below, the darkness of the abyss itself. One day the land was discovered by the Pale Beings, Root and Worm, who would usher in their great kingdom, Hollow Nest. Many bugs came and found happiness and prosperity, though the greenkin and the spiders kept their distance. The moths, however, started to worship the Pale Beings instead of the Radiance, and began to forget her. In being forgotten, the Radiance sought to project her light into the minds of the bugs of Hollow Nest. The blinding light could nearly break a bug's mind, and rejected became twisted, distorted. infectious. The infection ravaged the minds of the bugs of Hollow Nest, and the king figured that the best course of action would be to seal away the source, the Radiance herself. Worm and Root had many children, but only a few would survive, and even less would prove to be empty enough to be a pure vessel, their Hollow Knight. But the one chosen was fated to fail in his duty, for he knew love, devotion, and loyalty. Ages later, these tales were all but lost until the Hollow Knight's bindings began to crack, and a new darkness slinked closer, to either seal away the Radiance for good, or devour the goddess completely. Holy crap. Oh, that is terrifying. Well then. The Hollow Knight. Alright. Now I want to talk about the endings. That is the ending that you get. That is honestly the neutral ending, so to say. Where your character, being probably a better vessel than Hollow Aniki, John Hollow Knight, etc., whatever you want to call him. Probably being a more pure vessel, a more empty, no mind to ache, no will to break, no voice to cry suffering, complete blank slate, not even like just pure vessel. And seals away the Radiance. The hope in that is that hopefully the vessel that you play is more pure and not going to be broken by the Radiance inside it. And here's why I think the Dream No More ending is a better ending. Is honestly the good ending. Because in that ending, not only is it because in this ending, it's more likely that, hey, the Radiance might break out soon, and this whole thing might have to happen again. It's only a temporary solution. Maybe, who knows? Take what you will. But in the Dream No More ending, you completely get rid of the Radiance. The Radiance is consumed by the darkness. And of course that's better. You don't need to worry about sealing it anymore. It won't have the possibility of breaking out if it's been consumed. But the reason I say that's probably better is because it gives your character the ability to have your mind, your will, your voice imprinted on them. Because if the vessel that you play as is truly empty, is truly hollow, then that's the best thing that could happen if you get this ending, because then the Radiance will stay sealed. But then your character's just a hollow shell. That doesn't feel good. You play it as just this empty, hollow, emotionless thing. You can't even say that your personality was imprinted on them, because they have to be flawless and pure to be able to seal the Radiance. But in the Dream No More ending, you don't have to seal the Radiance. It can give you that bit that just bit of maybe, just maybe, that your vessel, the vessel you play as, did know the love of their friends, did know the love of Hollownest, did understand the beauty of the world, did have a voice, your voice, did have a will, your will, etc. I'm probably explaining it poorly, but I hope you understand what I mean. Was it passing of the age? But what? Good. But okay. To be continued in Hollow Knight 2 Mushroom Mania. Okay, I get it. It's a hey, we're making Silk Song. Oh. Yeah, there are several things you can do in this game to unlock different open starting menu themes. Wow. I honestly really like this theme. It's so cool. Alright. So, right back into it. And honestly, I wish I had remembered I was wearing this. I would have taken it off immediately if I had known I was wearing it. Because we don't need to be wearing it anymore.